Look at it bling. Look at it bling. Hello guys, how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? And welcome to our proposal video. I have been waiting for this moment for my entire life and the entire relationship with Gord because I knew I would be spending the rest of my life with him, and now it's official. Why am I putting up this hand? Just this one? This is the only important hand from now on. I'm right-handed, but I don't care because this the hand. You can chop off this one now. Look at it. Oh my god. I cannot wait for you guys to watch this video because it's the story of our proposal, our engagement, our beautiful trip to Cancun where our engagement happened during our 6th-year anniversary, which is a time to be alive. Like, so much to celebrate. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It is going to be a get ready with me and story time. If you want to see me get into this cute little blushing bride, get ready with me makeup look, keep watching and you will get to also hear the story of Gord's proposal to moi. I'm a fiance, and that's spelled F-E-Y-O-N-C-E, baby. Yes! Okay, let's get started. So it all started back in 2020. We were supposed to go to a Cancun resort. Or was it Cancun or was it Riviera Maya? I don't know, but it was in Mexico. And we were supposed to... Hold on, let me get ready. Let me actually get ready in this get ready with me story time. We were supposed to go to one of Gord's cousins' wedding in Mexico in 2020. Y'all already know what happened in 2020. Corona's funky ass showed up. So this meant our flights were delayed, slash not delayed, canceled. So we ended up getting a reimbursement, and instead of rebooking a trip, because we didn't know when the next time we were gonna book a trip was, Gord actually asked me if in lieu of a trip he could save the money for a ring. And I was like, well damn, okay baby, okay, you know what to do. Yes, of course. Like, why would I say no to that? So keep in mind, do you realize that means I waited 2 years for this? The clock's been taken. I've been so, I was gonna say desperate, not desperate. Pfft. Have you seen him? That is not being desperate. Ooh, way above my league, but hello. I have been so impatiently waiting for this moment. And then finally, we, you know, came to 2022 when it was time for things to be back to normal-ish again. And we said, okay, let's book our vacation finally. We haven't traveled since 2019. Let's get on out of here, get us a cute little vacation, and book this damn trip. So I thought, what are the chances that this is the trip that this gonna happen? I don't know. He was not giving any hints, and I've been bugging him. I've been saying, when is this gonna happen? I've been waiting. Do you even want this? Do you love me? I have like abandonment issues, so I need a lot of reassurance. So I've been bugging him a lot actually about this and just saying like, okay, are you serious about this? Did you spend the money? Like, what's going on? And he's like, relax. So I'm like, okay, cool, I relax. So we went on our little trip and we booked a beautiful resort in Cancun. It's called Haven Riviera Resort and Spa, and it was a beautiful place, amazing food, excellent service, endless activities. We really liked it. It's a very new resort. It was very modern, chic. I'll put pictures here so that you can see. We were really amazed by this resort. It was so accommodating. It was so fresh, chic, modern, really well built and designed. Everywhere you looked, there was beauty, and we were just ready for our vacation. We've been working our little booties off for this, so we were so excited to just finally be in Mexico to have some fun, get our little flirt on, and go on about our happy lives in Mexico. We were at the resort for a week and got there Saturday, like midday, had some lunch, checked in and all that, and then had the afternoon and evening to kind of check out where the restaurants were, the pools, the bars, and really just explore, get to know the map, get to know the lay of the land of what kind of mess we were gonna make. So we did that, and then we watched a evening show which was burlesque. It was amazing. I will also show a sneak peek right here. We were very, very highly entertained. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Got to see some chicks' booties. Gotta love that. The women were beautiful. The men, and they, one of them, I wonder if I have the clip, but one of them actually almost kneed a girl in the face as he was trying to do a sexy little lap dance, and it just didn't work out. It didn't work out. It was giving very much cringe. Giving very much cringe. But yeah, that was our first day there. And then the next day we actually went to get ourselves organized. So the resort had a few different restaurants, and there was 2 that you needed reservations for. Part of our package was 2 romantic meals. So one of them was a dinner and the other was a breakfast. And I forgot to mention, actually, when we checked in, they ever so graciously, we were at like a junior suite with a partial ocean view, and they ever so kindly gave us a free upgrade to full ocean view. And it was so private. It was so much better than what we would have gotten alternatively. It was the best first impression at a resort. But yeah, so we go book our reservations at the restaurants. This was a Sunday, so we were asking for our romantic dinner. And Gord was, now looking back, I know why, but he was like, oh, like, can we get a reservation as soon as possible for a romantic dinner? And they said, oh, the first spot we have is on Wednesday night. And I said, okay. And I could tell he was kind of like, oh. But I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, whatever. We booked that. We booked a hibachi, which was an amazing, like, flipping the spatulas and serving up the food and whoosh, 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 little tricks and, you know, hot and fresh food in front of your face. Little show for you.
Don't fry your house.
And then we also booked an excursion. So this was a very important thing that we did because unfortunately the resort we stayed at, the beach was very seaweedy. So it was like, I'm not going in there. It looks kind of dirty. And the beach was literally empty. Like, no one else was going in there either. It was mostly like people at the pool. So we were like, okay, we were stuck between either going to an island or going to see the pyramids in Mexico. And we thought, you know, we're not getting much beach here, so why don't we go to an island where there's gonna be amazing beaches? So we did that. We scheduled an excursion for either the next day or the Tuesday, I forget. So it was either Monday or Tuesday we booked it for, and we went to Isla Mujeres. So I don't remember much of what we did Sunday. Keep in mind, this is an all-inclusive resort. We were drinking, we were eating all the time. I was either bloated and dying or drunk and dying. But in a good way, a good kind of dying, a romantic, a sexy kind of dying. That don't even make any sense, but you know what I mean. We were just living the life, living the dream. But yes, we went to our excursion either the Monday or the Tuesday. We got some photos taken on the boat. It was really nice. The instructor was really energetic and funny. And we had a crowd of about like 20 something people. And I didn't realize, bitch, this was my first time snorkeling. This was gonna be my first time really snorkeling up in the ocean. And I got so nervous when they were explaining it. I was like, I let everyone go ahead of me. Everyone was putting on their snorkel gear and I'm like, I don't know about this. I was all for it at first, and then I got really nervous and I was like, am I gonna die? Am I gonna float or sink? Cause I don't know. They had to get me a specially sized, like child size, little, it's like a lifesaver but just for your waist, so that you just, you know. Anywho, so they had to get me a specially sized one because I'm a small hoe. So we, oh, what did I just do? I'm making a mess, y'all. I am making a mess. Hold on a minute. So yeah, I'm like dying of nervousness. My anxiety is kicking in. I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. And all the ladies and the men are already in because they did us like separately on 2 sides of the boat. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. And silly me, they had literally said like, it's easier to put your gear on the boat. But I was so nervous I didn't even realize I didn't have it on, girl, before I went in that damn water. So I'm flip-flopping my way around with the flippers that they put on our feet. And I get in the water without my snorkel. So then here I am frantically. The waters were so choppy too. It wasn't even like calm waters, girl. It was like choppy water and I thought I was going to die. But seriously though, I jump in the water and the waves are going like this. And I'm like trying to put the snorkel on in the middle of that. And as I go try to put the mouthpiece on, that bitch fell off. It just, goodbye. See you never. Titanic. Anywho, it just flew off and I'm waving at the guy that's supposed to save my life. I'm like, they had said on the boat, like, don't like yell, just wave. But this guy was taking so long to see me. I'm like waving like, ayuda, help. He finally sees me, he grabs me, puts me back on the boat, and they like pop a snorkel gear on me real quick. They're like, put it on quick, the group's leaving without you. And I'm like, oh my god. And I look over and Gord's kind of just in the water like, so I'm trying to signal like my fell off. So I quickly put it back on, I jump in the water again, and finally I am saved by my baby. My baby. I finally catch up to him, and I think maybe that was what made me nervous, that I was going in by myself and not with him. How hopeless romantic of me. But I really felt like I was doing the damn thing by myself. So then when I jumped in and finally swam over to Cord and grabbed his hand, I just, like, it all went away. I was still hyperventilating a bit, like, I can't believe that just happened. And I explained to him what happened, but then I was fine, because I'm like, I got my baby, he gonna protect me. So we're swimming. It was like a 20-30 minute snorkel activity thing, and there's like a reef and little fishies. It was so freaking cute and romantic and relaxing once I was in there and not dying and drowning or swallowing salt water. There was the most beautiful, colorful fish, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience with my babe. So then when we were done that, we went to the island, did some shopping, explored a little bit, and went to the beach. The beach was just gorgeous. I think it's the most beautiful beach I've ever been to. The water was so aqua blue, so clear, so clean. It was, oh, it was amazing. I love that beach. I wish we could have spent like our entire vacation there. We're low-key looking at the resort that was nearby there for next time, because our resort wasn't very close to this beach, and like I mentioned before, our resort did not have a nice beach, and I live for the beach. So yeah, anywho, that was our excursion. Now the rest of the vacation is a bit of a blur. Again, lots of eating, lots of drinking, lots of activities, having fun, meeting new friends, starting a little bit of a dance party and causing a ruckus at the bar. Yeah, and then bitch, I don't know if it was the spicy food or the booze or different kinds of foods that I wasn't used to, or a combination of all of the above, but my stomach was hurting, and it was not a pretty sight when I went to the washroom. TMI, but it's true. I was just like, come on, don't ruin my good vibe. Tummy, can't you cooperate, tummy? Come on now, come on, tummy. Don't do it like that. Don't do me like that, tummy. So my tummy's being a bitch. For like 2 straight days, it's like on and off really hard pain, and I looked it up and it could have either been ulcers, it could have been a virus, I don't know what it was, but it was 2 full days. And I remember on the second day just being like scared to barely eat or drink anything, because as soon as I had a sip of even just beer, it would like, oh, I'm sore, my stomach is sore, I cannot do that. And now we're at the night of our romantic dinner, and I'm like, oh, am I really gonna be feeling like this for a romantic dinner? This is ridiculous. But anywho, I try to be a good sport. I tried to not kill the buzz for Gord, because he was not feeling this way. We were quite hungover after a little Oklahoma City party. If you know, you know. If you're watching this, love you. Shout out to Oklahoma City. We know they know how to put it down. They know how to put it down. They know how to start a party with us. Really did start the party though. We like gave the DJ a playlist, and all of a sudden everybody was on the dance floor. So kudos to us. So yeah, we went to our romantic dinner, and I had actually bought a dress on the island that I wanted to wear for it. So I put on my little dress, we're getting ready, and we go to a romantic dinner at a Mediterranean restaurant. This Mediterranean restaurant was very fancy. They had a little show for some of the stuff that they served. It was very fine dining, like 4-course meal and dessert and everything, right? And it just sucked to be feeling the way I was feeling at this amazing, never seen before place. I was like, god dang. But again, I'm trying to be a trooper. I'm trying to have a good time. We're in freaking Mexico. You don't only Mexico once. We're gonna be back. But I wanted to enjoy my life to the fullest while we were there, because it's like, this is our romantic dinner. Something might be on the horizon. Because I mean, I had a feeling, I was hoping. Everyone keeps asking me, by the way, it's on the wrong finger, as you can tell. I'm holding it with another ring because why do I get distracted so much? But anyways, I need to get it resized, and I'm holding it with my other ring that I usually wear on this finger. So once it's resized, it'll be on the right finger. But anywho, what was I saying? We had our little dinner. It was super romantically set up because we were celebrating our 6-year anniversary. I don't even know if I mentioned that. We booked this trip for our 6-year anniversary, and we were having our anniversary dinner date. And so it was super special. It was super romantic. I was so in love. Still am, but you know, when you're like celebrating something special, everything is just heightened and elevated, and you just look at your person and you're like, you're the one for me. That's how I was feeling. And the food was very different. I won't say that I loved it. It was very different. It was fine dining. There was some raw tuna happening, which I'm not into, but it was so beautifully plated and so intentionally curated. Like, it was just amazing, regardless of how different or how much I like didn't love it. But again, I'm not feeling the best. Tummy's crummy. I can barely eat or drink anything, so I'm like trying to make it through the day without getting like a really sharp pain in my stomach. So we did that. We had dinner, and then I was I felt like such a buzzkill because after dinner, Gord asked me if I wanted to go anywhere, and I said, you know what, no, I just want to go back to the room. Like, I need to digest and rest my tummy because it's not feeling the best. So we did that. We went back to the room and I literally went straight to bed. Like, I just got under the covers and was on my phone with my hand on my stomach, just like, ugh. This sucks that this is happening. So as I'm laying there, I see Gord kind of like moving around, but I'm not paying too much attention because I'm like, oh, he's probably just cleaning because we've had a mess in the room for most of the time because room service is a thing, so we didn't have to clean up for ourselves. But when we had like the red button on for them not to come in there was when we would have a mess, because sometimes like we wouldn't put some valuables in the safe, so we didn't really want them in there. So we would press the red button instead of have them go in there. So I'm literally just laying there on the bed trying to get over this feeling in my tummy. And Gord looks at me and says, so I did get you a little present, just something small for our anniversary. And I'm like, this you? What you get me? What you get me? And he said, it's in the closet. Here I am thinking, oh, we got to get down. We about to get down. I know what this is. He know how much I love my lingerie. Ooh, I can't wait. My 6-year lingerie piece. Bring it on. So I jump out of that bed and I'm so excited because I'm like, oh, that's so thoughtful. He got me something for our anniversary. Oh, I didn't get him anything. That's when I realized I should have got him something for our anniversary. However, we were on vacation for our anniversary, so I saw that as like our gift to ourselves for our anniversary, but I didn't think too much of it because I'm like, ooh, my honey wanna spoil me. Don't mind if I do. And don't get me wrong, like he's gotten me like bras and underwear before and things like that because I've like asked for it or put it on my wish list or anything like that, or he notices that I just need like new ones. TMI. But he had never gotten me like a lingerie set before, so I was really excited. I'm like, oh my god, this is probably going to be so pretty. I already had like an expectation in my mind. I'm such a bitch. But that's just where my mind went. I don't know. We're on vacation. What else would it be? In the closet, right? Like, I'm blindsided, absolutely. So I go to the closet, and the way the room was set up this is the funniest part of the story because he claims that let me not ruin it, never mind. So I go to the closet and I look in and there's a denim jacket and I'm like, that is so thoughtful. I've been wanting a denim jacket. Like, how did he remember that piece of information? That's such a country thing for him to do. And I mean, like, Canada thing too, because it's like the Canadian tuxedo. If you wear like denim jacket and denim jeans, Canadian tuxedo. And I thought, huh, where'd you look at that? That's so random, but also so thoughtful because it truly was something that I had been wanting. And I don't remember if he told me to actually flip it around or if I was just looking at it like on the inside to see like the tag or something, like where it was from. But I saw something like, you know, the backing of when something gets embroidered. So I saw that on the inside and I thought, oh, is this like a Harley Davidson jacket? Even though I thought I had seen the Levi's, but then I'm like, oh, it says something on the back. This is gonna be pretty like rock for me. I turned that bitch around. Tell me why it says Mrs. Davidson. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why it says Mrs. Davidson on that mother. I don't even know what went through my mind. I blacked out and turned around. I turned around then blacked out, but I still remember because I came to after. So I black out at that point, kind of like just wait, what? And I turn around. Tell me why this man is on one knee. He's on one knee. Finally, he was down on one knee, and I just went. And I had a full face of makeup and my dumbass just put the denim jacket right to my face and I'm like, oh my god. He hadn't even said a word yet. And he pulls up with this bad boy and goes, pah! He didn't say that, but he's on one knee and he goes, baby, will you marry me? I started screaming bloody murder, jumping up and down. Yes, 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 a million times yes. I get down in there with him. I kiss him in the face. I kiss him on the mouth, and I am over the freaking moon. I jump on him. He picks me up. We spin around. Oh my god, I was in a dream. I have never felt such pure joy and excitement and overwhelm and just all of the feelings. My life flashed before my eyes. I was just like, every moment in my life has led to this. What? I don't know how else to describe the feeling other than fireworks, a bomb, a freaking heart attack. Like, it just was the most intense feeling I have ever felt in my life, and I was just so freaking happy. I've been waiting for this moment all my life, let alone with this man who I'm in love with, who is the love of my life, who is my twin flame, who is my soulmate, who I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I've been knowing that for years now. Living together for 5 years, together for 6, now together forever. Bound. Buy chains, buy a ring, buy a diamond. Hello, you mine, I'm yours. It's over. It's over. I was in pure shock. I was in pure disbelief. I was so surprised. I don't know why, but I didn't see it coming at that very moment. As much as I was hoping, as much as I was like, okay, so time, and we've been talking about it, I did not see it coming at all, and I was just floored with emotion and excitement and just all of the feelings. I could not believe it. I was so excited. I was calling him fiance. I was just, oh, it was just like a new person had just planted themselves in front of me, even though I've known him for so many years, and he is my everything and he is my life and I love him so much. It was like, this is, I don't have a boyfriend anymore. He my ex-boyfriend. He did. I'm not a girlfriend. I'm a fiance. What? We're engaged? Like, it's just such a puzzling moment to like really realize like this moment has finally come and this is, we're engaged. Like, what? So he finally tells me that he's been planning this for months, and you know, it was so hard for him to keep it from me because he tells me everything and he's almost tearing up, and I'm just like, oh my god, wait a minute, you've been planning this for months. Does my mom know? This is the one question I had for him. I'm like, does my mom know? And he said, of course. I asked her before we left, and I'm like, you did what? And at this point, remember, I've only been excited. I've just been jumping and screaming and just, but then, bitch, I asked him how he asked my mom, and that is when I just lost it. I was bawling my eyes out, hugging him and crying into his shoulder because he told me he asked my mom, and he just told her in Spanish, like, this is for Vanessa when we go to Mexico, and he said she started crying, and I'm like, oh, hell no. And gave him a hug and started calling him her son, and it was just such a beautiful thing, because if you don't already know, you should know this because I've mentioned this many times and it's just who I am, but I love my mother. She is my favorite person in the whole entire world other than Gord, and I don't know what I would do without her, so that just meant so much to me. I'm getting emotional again. It just meant so much to me that he did that, and that, you know, she was so emotional over it, because my mom doesn't cry often, so when she does, it's like, oh, fuck. But yeah, so he told me my mom knew, he told me his parents knew, all these motherfuckers people knew, my best friend knew, his best friend knew, and he had been, you know, like consulting his best friend for advice, and he was saying that people have been waiting for this because they already knew it was gonna happen. So then that's when we were like, okay, we should call like my mom first of all, and his parents, to tell them the news. So we did. We called my mom, and she was like, congratulations, this has been so hard to keep to myself, which is hilarious because I can bet you $1 million it was killing her inside. My mom cannot hurt a fly. She cannot lie. She's really bad with secrets, so I don't know how she even kept it in and didn't ruin it for me, because I know her really well, and it's hard to keep anything from me. So she congratulates us, and at this point it's like 10 p.m. 11 p.m. here, because there's an hour difference between Mexico and here, or Cancun and, you know, Kitchener, Waterloo. So we call my mom, we talk to her, and I'll kind of show some clips at the end of this video of my family finding out, as well as some family and friends, his family, I mean our families. We've been part of each other's families' lives for so long now. It's not like it's like, oh, welcome to the family. It's like, welcome to the family officially. But we called his parents. They didn't answer. It was probably too late for them. They had probably already gone to bed. We called my cousin, and she was so excited. She was like, I freaking knew it. My cousin's like my sister, so I had to tell her. She was the first one we called right after our parents. And it was just time to be alive. I don't know how else to describe it. It was just amazing. I was, okay, now this is, my stomach's not hurting anymore. I'm not thinking about any pain. I'm not thinking about anything except the fact that I'm a motherfucking Beyonce. Beyonce fiance, okay? But yeah, I thought this would keep me up all night, but all of the emotions and all the excitement and all the overwhelm and just like heaviness of it, because it's intense and it's crazy and it's huge and it's a big deal. It exhausted me. Plus, this man did not, spoiler alert, did not take pictures or videos of the proposal itself. So we had to reenact the whole damn thing at the beach the next day. Top secret. Social media don't know this yet, but now you do. The actual moment was private, just between the two of us. He said he thought of it, but he didn't know how to do it without me realizing, and I just, at the moment, was like, come on, really? But looking back, it's like, I'm kind of glad that's a moment that we get to share between the two of us. It was so intimate. It was in a freaking closet. He gets mad at me that I say that, but it's true. And we got to really get ready for our proposal slash engagement photo shoot. Killed two birds with one stone. So after all of that craziness, I was like, I'm ready for bed. Like, I need to sleep this off. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow so that we can properly celebrate and eat and drink and do our photo shoot. There was a photographer there that was doing shoots for couples and families and things. So yeah, the next day we went over and we scheduled our proposal and engagement photo shoot, which I'll show as well. And some of the day was also spent calling our family and friends that weren't picking up the night before. We kind of gave up pretty quickly because it was late and, you know, it was weekday. It was Wednesday night. So we didn't want to wake anyone up either. But throughout the day and some of the evening we were doing that. We did our photo shoot. It was beautiful. I'm so happy with how the photos turned out. And then we celebrated. We went to find our friends from the resort. We told them. We had some shots. Just kidding, lots of shots. And it felt like everything was new again. Like the whole first day after the proposal was like, oh my god, our first breakfast as an engaged couple, our first lunch as an engaged couple, our first drink as an engaged couple, our first walk. Like, it just, everything was new again. It felt like we were reborn, like the rebirth of our relationship, because we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. We were fiancés. So it was so exciting. We were so happy. We were so lovey-dovey and just like, ugh, everything was amazing. We couldn't stop staring at the ring, like in the sun, in the pool, which I shouldn't have done because you're not supposed to put it in harsh chemicals, but I didn't know that at the time. I won't do it again. I won't. By the way, I'm going for a very like blushy look today. Blushing bride, if you will. And yeah, it was a time to be alive. I will never forget this moment for the rest of my life. And this is also why I'm doing this video, because I want to really express like everything that that moment meant to me, how special it was, how long awaited it was, and how truly, truly happy I am and excited to spend the rest of my life with my best friend, the love of my life, my roommate, my everything. And I cannot wait to take you guys along the journey with us. Now, without further ado, let me do my lips and then we will skip to the next part. This lip gloss tastes like cappuccino. So as you guys know, family is very important to us. So like I said, we spent some time calling our family and friends to break the news because we just couldn't wait. We're like, we can't keep this under wraps until we get home. That's way too long. So I made a little something something for just, you know, getting the full picture of the proposal, the engagement shoot, and the beauty that was our proposal, and letting our family and friends know, because just as much as this was an experience for us, it's an experience for our families as well. It is a union between two people, two families, which is a beautiful thing, and I could not wait for this moment in my life where I could edit some photos and videos of the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with and our family and friends that got to find out the happy news. So as I'm doing my fleeky hair right here, just give me a minute. This is the end of my look today for a Friday night with my boo. We're gonna run some errands and then we'll see what we get up to. But this concludes the story time part of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it and telling the story of our proposal. Now I hope you enjoy the next part of the video, which is going to be our proposal pictures, engagement pictures, and our family finding out our very, very special, very important loved ones, VIPs. Like I said, this moment is ours, but it's yours as well, and I couldn't wait to share it. So here it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already because it's free. And I will see you guys next time as a Beyonce. Hey, they're supposed to be here. I already told you about that resizing, but